Hello and welcome into the sports update for this week. My name is Brian Dunn. Our main story this week, we caught up with two phenomenal gymnasts. Seniors Gillian Olbrechts and Elizabeth Broderick competed in the Senior Nationals competition and placed second overall this past week. A great representation of Norwood High School. We caught up with the two seniors who shared their thoughts on the competition.
It was really fun. It was I was just glad I was there and competing for Team Mass. So it was weird having all a bunch of high schools mixed together too. Me and Lizzie were the only ones from Norwood, but there were girls from Masco, different schools like that, and it was just really fun to be out with them. I think I did pretty good. It was a little bit of a struggle because I don't do competitive gymnastics anymore, and so when I had stopped that, I was level 8, and high school was level 8 rules, so I could compete all the same routines. But this was a level 9 judging, so I had to add some upgrades, and I'm glad I did them.
It was really cool to compete all around for Massachusetts and against all these amazing other states. It was just really fun to get to finish off the year doing all the events. I mean, I just kind of went in having fun. It was my last high school meet, so a last meet in my high school career, so I just kind of wanted to have fun throughout the whole weekend. Yeah, I think all the girls were they're now are good friends now. It was just really fun, and we're gonna visit each other next year, and throughout the summer, it was just a really fun experience.
It was another busy week in the sports world. This time around, we'll have highlights of track and field versus Hopkinton, volleyball versus Millis, and wrestling versus Norton. Let's take a look. First up on the week was a volleyball matchup against Millis. Each set was a tight race to the finish, but Bassam Audi led the way for the Mustangs with a handful of kills and some great blocks to give the Mustangs a straight set victory. Moving over to track and field, they took on the Hillers in a home meet. Hopkinton is one of the stronger programs in the TVL, and they proved their praise with multiple first-place finishes. But a highlight for Norwood, Jonathan Palumbo set the unofficial tie of the school record in the 100-meter dash with a time of 10.8 seconds. Palumbo, along with 5 others, nabbed first-place finishes for the Mustangs. Wednesday evening was the first home wrestling meet in over a year as they took on Norton. The Lancers were a great test for the Mustangs as a couple key victories gave the Lancers a victory. Norwood will look to bounce back in a few weeks at home when they play host to Hopkinton. So, with all that being said, here's the best of the rest. Softball edges out Bellingham 4-3. Girls lacrosse with a great win over Dedham 12-3. The boys share the wealth with a win of their own 17-7 against the Marauders, and boys tennis takes down Dedham 3-2. So another great week of sports in the books. Thank you for tuning in. We'll have coverage of the final 2 volleyball games and boys lacrosse senior night against Bellingham over the weekend, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, have a great Memorial Day weekend, and I'll see you next week.